Hey, it's your boy Jay Hardcore Boxing News. Back at you with what's happening in the world of boxing today. Hope everybody had a beautiful weekend. We had some great boxing this weekend for sure. We had some controversy. We had some knockouts. Man, we had a lot of stuff go on this weekend. Give congratulations to Chantel Cameron, how she retained her undisputed status by beating Katie Teller. Also, Nakatani knocked out Maloney in the 12th round. Yeah. I mean, we had some great boxing this weekend. We also had Oscar Valdez. He won a good bout against Lopez. And I think the biggest thing that we had this weekend was we had, my goodness, got a blank, Haney versus Lomachenko. Wow, that was a very, very good fight. I enjoyed it a lot myself. And the fight was going back and forth, back and forth. I'd like to welcome anyone that's watching right now. We appreciate your patronage. Please hit the like button as you come in the door. It helps other people find the show. But yeah, Haney and Lomachenko had an excellent fight this weekend. And a lot of people felt, though, that it ended in controversy. Plenty people said that Lomachenko won that fight. And you have the people that say that Haney won the fight. What I can tell you is that it was a good fight. It was a great fight. I really enjoyed it myself. Now, I'm going to keep it 100. Up into the 11th round, I had Lomachenko winning the fight. Now, at the 12th round, Haney started coming on, and I don't know. I think that Lomachenko was thinking that Haney was going to come on and he didn't want to get clipped or something because he really didn't do a lot of fighting in the 12th round. But at that particular point, I thought it was a draw. I'm going to be truthfully honest. I feel though it was a draw. And I thought that's exactly what they were going to do. I thought they were going to call it a draw because anybody would want to see the rematch. But that's not what happened this weekend. The fight was awarded to Haney, and like I said, it could have went either way. I mean, I'm not upset of it either way because we got a good fight. And one thing I can tell you about Lomachenko, he definitely didn't get old this weekend. He was moving good. He very well. I mean, and Haney showed me something different with the body punches. Oh man, he was in there looking like Earl Spence throwing all those body punches. But I tell you what, it just didn't seem like they were phasing Lomachenko whatsoever. Because, when you're getting hit with them body punches early, we call it putting water in the basement so later on you slow down. You know what I mean? But it didn't happen with Lomachenko. He kept going the whole time. He was working off his angles, which were beautiful. Now, neither one of them really was using the jab that much. It's like the jab was taken away from Haney. Well, you got Loma being a southpaw as well. So that played a very important role with it as well. But the fight was good, man. And thing about it is, where do we go from here? What's next? Welcome to everybody that's here. Please hit the like button when you come in the door. It helps pull out other people and show, has the algorithm, have other people show up. So I appreciate you coming in with me at 7 o'clock in the morning. I know it's early, but as I say, the early bird catches the worm. When we're talking about Lomachenko and Haney, I feel that I could have took a draw without a for sure. I like to see that fight over again, but Devin Haney said definitely not going to have a rematch. the Lomachenko people said that they're actually going to appeal the decision. But this is boxing, so you know what that means. That it's going to fall on deaf ear, to be truthfully honest. Also, you had Teddy Atlas, and he was like, man, the judge, Dave Moretti, makes no sense on his 12th round decision. He had Lomachenko winning the 12th round. And I don't know what he was saying. Maybe Stevie Wonder let him borrow his eyes for a minute because he sure enough didn't win round 12 whatsoever. But you know what? Like I said, what fights are we going to see next? Who is Haney going to fight next? Is he going to go to the 40 division? Because he said the weight cut was kind of tough. From what I understand, it took him a couple of times to go to the scale before he hit 140, but it did happen. So that's a good thing. But what's next? Shakur, he felt though that Lomachenko won as well. But Shakur also said this weekend that he's going to go ahead and put in his mandatory to fight Devin Haney. So Haney's going to have to fight Shakur or move up to 140. It's going to be either or. And it makes a lot of sense, man. You know, these young folks want to fight now. They don't want to wait and let it marinate and none of that stuff. The best want to fight the best, and that's how boxing should be, man. I remember when I was growing up and it came to fighting a championship fight. If you didn't knock out the champion, you probably wasn't going to win that fight regardless. They used to say you have to beat the champ. You got to knock out the champ. If you ain't do that, man, he was going to remain champion. But I'm glad they don't run by them rules no more, man, because you can definitely outpoint a cat for sure. And I feel, though, that, to me, I felt that Lomachenko was outpointing Haney. Haney was getting a lot of body shots off, you know. But when it came to the clean and more effective shot, I just felt, though, that Lomachenko had that. I didn't see a lot of shots when Haney caught Loma, you know, clean. You know, but as I keep saying, it was a good fight, and I love good fights, man, because you very seldom get, you know, that level people fighting each other. So I like to see Haney and Tank next. You know what I mean? I like to see Tank and Shakur next. I like to see any of those. If you're in here, please hit the like button and share the show. It helps move the algorithm. But yeah, I like to see those fights. I like Haney, Shakur. I bring Jermaine Ortiz into it. Let's get Frank Martin rolling into it. Let's get some fights going on. We got Andy Cruz in the division now. So it's so many different ways these fights can go. And I just hope that the 135 division stays sizzling like it is. But Haney has to make some decisions. Will he be moving up to 140? I know one thing he said, that the only reason he wouldn't leave 135 if he could fight Shakur or if he can fight Tank. And as you know, Tank is the face of boxing. He's the money man, so everybody wants to fight Tank. So I guess that's something we're just going to have to sit, wait, and see. But I hope we keep on getting these fights where the young guys are fighting each other. I still want that old fight to happen, Spence and Crawford, man. Hopefully we get that. I mean, from all the angles pointed towards July the 22nd or 29th for Spence and Crawford. I hope that happens, man. That's one fight I would definitely like to be at for sure. Man, yeah, but, you know, to see everybody wanting to fight each other, now we just got to get these promoters on board to actually make these fights. And Bob Earham, they were speaking to Bob Earham, and Bob Earham was like, you know, when you started getting some of these big fights where it includes Tank and Devin Haney, we got to make sure we find the money for it. And he was like, he don't want to take those risks. Bob said he don't want to take them risks. He'd rather buy a ticket and watch the fight. So, you know, when we hear models like that, but we know if you make it, they will come. I mean, the Ryan Garcia and Tank fight showed that. You know what I mean? They had over 1 million buys. So people will pay for the fights that they want. Give the fans what they want, and I guarantee you they will pay for it. You know, but you got to give it to them. You can't keep on giving them bull crap after bull crap and expect us to continue on paying for it. It's just not going to happen. You make the fights that the fans want, and the fans will make sure that they get paid for it. You know what I mean? And I hope we get some more good fights like that. I really want to see what this 135 division got going on, because they got so many thoroughbreds that, shoot, we can just chill out and feast off 135 for the rest of the year and be satisfied. You know, so I hope that is something that gets done, man, that we get to see Tank again. I like to see him against Haney. I like to see him against Shakur. Those are two people I want to see. Let's not, pussyfoot around. Let's get these fights happening. Let's find out who is the king of the division. You know what I mean? Where one man done beat everybody. I'm talking about the king of the hill. That's what you want to see. That's what I want to see. That's what everybody want to see. But this is your boy, Jay Hardcore, Hardcore Boxing News. I'll be back at you a couple of more times today. But I thank you for showing up. I appreciate it. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe. Tell somebody about the show. I really appreciate you. And other than that, I'm out of here.